A big breath and a major shift of gears, and I'll interview California State Assemblywoman Lieber. In 2005, she introduced Assembly Bill 1160 to prevent anti-transgender bias in court. AB 1160 would prevent defendants from blaming the victim in homicide trials, sometimes called using the gay panic strategy. The bill, passed by the state legislature, is currently pending before the governor. Assemblywoman Lieber was elected to the California State Assembly in 2002. Her legislative priorities truly reflect her commitment to social justice, peace, racial and gender equality, economic equity, and educational opportunity. Sally has recently been named Speaker Pro Tem of the California State Assembly, and when she's sworn in, will be only the third woman to hold this post since 1849, when the California State Legislature was created. Assemblywoman Lieber has been a tireless and passionate advocate for the rights of the LGBT community. During her tenure, she has worked for the passage of each piece of LGBT legislation, and in this last legislative session, she introduced the Gwen Araujo Justice for Victims Act, a bill that would minimize the usage of the panic strategy in California courts. This bill passed the California State Legislature on August 29th, and as of the date of this taping, is on the governor's desk awaiting his signature. Sally, welcome to Outlook Video.
Thank you.
What inspired you to write this piece of legislation?
Well, as the title of the bill suggests, it was really the loss of Gwen Araujo, who was a beautiful young woman who should have had the chance to grow up, and unfortunately, due to the bias in our society, was murdered. And her murder, I think, really woke up the Bay Area in a way that let us know that this kind of violence can happen even in a tolerant Bay Area. So this was really the situation that inspired this bill. And in fact, this is the first time that a state legislature has taken on the use of the panic defense nationwide. So we feel that this will be groundbreaking legislation if it's signed by the governor.
That's great. Why do you think the panic defense is still used?
Well, clearly there's still a lot of bias in our society that's based on gender identity, on sexual orientation, on religion, on disability, on all kinds of characteristics that are intrinsic to a person. And criminal defendants are using this strategy because it works. We've seen a number of instances across the country where the strategy has been used successfully to get lesser charges.
So it minimizes murder to manslaughter, effectively.
That's right. That's right. And we felt strongly in pursuing this bill that there ought to be a level playing field in court so that all Californians are respected and feel that they have an equal chance in court.
Well, that's great. Sylvia Guerrero was on our show about a year and a half ago, the mother of Gwen, and after the taping, it was very powerful and touching to hear her story and how it impacted her and her family, of course. But what you're doing is actually passing the legislation to keep this type of hurt from people.
That's right, and we've been working very closely with Sylvia Guerrero, and she's been very powerful in bringing Gwen's story to the Capitol and in making this problem that exists in our court system very real to people.
So the bill's on the governor's desk, and what do you think is going to happen at this point?
Well, we're very hopeful that the governor will sign this bill or allow it to become law without his signature. He has until the end of September to do so. And so we're very hopeful, despite the fact that he has already vetoed a number of key priorities of the LGBT community and of Californians overall. So it's been a discouraging couple years with this governor, but I feel strongly that we have to continue to put good legislation before him.
What can we do to help, if anything, to get this bill passed or the governor to sign it?
Well, I think the most important thing that LGBT Californians and other Californians can be doing is raising their voices in terms of calling, emailing, or writing the governor and making their views known about the issues. And also, as it is with every other issue that's out there, just simply coming out to the people that they know is very, very important because it drives the point home that these kind of violent crimes could happen to anyone and could happen very easily to someone that any one of us loves and cares about.
Why is this bill important to those outside the LGBT community?
Well, as I said, any one of us could suffer the loss of someone that we care very much about. And I think that we all have a stake in making sure that our justice system is fair. And this also includes fairness that is based on bias in terms of disability or religion or other factors.
Great. At this point, you know what? I have to cut you off. We're out of time. I can't believe it. But if you want more information about this bill and what you can do to learn more about it and to help, please look at the screen and the website and check it out and lend your voice, your emails, your money, any way to.
It will all help.
It'll all help. Okay. Thank you so much for what you're doing for the community at large and for the LGBT community.
Thank you.
Great to have you on the show.
Thank you.